Hi and welcome to my second date with Volvo V90 Cross Country T6. Now, before we go any further, I suggest you take a moment and watch my Volvo playlist linked up here somewhere, because I will be referring to some of these reviews. Open it in another tab, pause me, and you're back? Good. Let's go. So, in my first drive video, I tested the V90 Cross Country T6, this very same car actually, mainly on some twisty roads and in kind of moderate off-roady conditions, but I didn't have an opportunity to take it around the city or on a proper motorway cruise. So last week I drove this car for over 1,000 kilometers along the motorways and into cities as well, so I can tell you a bit more about it. So as this was kind of a city break, holiday, vacation kind of thing, I'll start with the boot. V90 Cross Country took me on a short trip, me and my friends, so there were 4 people in the car, 4 carry-on suitcases, 2 backpacks and whatever, that kind of stuff. At 560 liters, Volvo boot is on par with Audi A6 all-road Quattro, but around 100 liters less than Mercedes E-Class all-terrain. But VDA figure, which is based on these kind of wooden blocks that are 20 by 5 by 10 centimeters, it doesn't tell us the whole story about the boot space. As it turns out, regular carry-on suitcase will not fit on its side like this because it's obstructed by the cargo net rolling mechanism, and there's a lot of space left between the suitcase and the sloping back seats. Sure, if that's your car, not a holiday rental or in my case a press car, you'll learn how to pack for your trips. However, this is something I mentioned in the how to pick a new car video. I don't know how big your suitcase is or what other stuff you're going to put in your boot, in your trunk. So it's actually up to you to take that stuff, whatever that is, to a dealer for a test drive, try to stick it in the boot and see if it fits. There might be a couple of centimeters missing, and then you'll have to either look for a compromise or pick another car. Fortunately, my passengers didn't complain about the legroom or headroom in the back, but there was some issue with space under my seat, or rather lack of it, because my seat is in its lowest position now, so there is a problem getting your feet underneath it. Otherwise, there is dual zone climate control in the back, heated seats, an armrest, a 12-volt socket. I think one could travel in far worse conditions. It's also quite comfortable in the front. I recently said Jaguar XF has more comfortable seats than Volvo S90, and I was attacked by Volvo owners who claim Volvos have the best, the most comfortable seats in the world. Yes, but these were Volvo R design seats and not your regular seats, and these Volvo R design seats were not as comfortable as Jaguar's R Sport seats. So, there you have it. Yes, Volvo does have very comfortable seats, albeit they are on the firm side. However, if they are too firm, you can always have a massage. You and the passenger in the front. Since my Volvo XC90 T8 review, Volvo must have updated the sat-nav software, because now I can finally look for specific petrol station chain along my route, not just any petrol station in general like it was in the past. And you will be looking for those petrol stations because range. I think it's no accident Audi and Mercedes have their off-roady station wagons only in diesel versions, at least in Europe. Volvo, on the other hand, offers their cars with 2 diesels and 2 petrols. All of them are 4-cylinder 2-liter engines. Now, the petrol engines are T5 254 horsepower and T6 320 horsepower, like this one. On paper, they both use about 7.5 liters combined per 100 kilometers and about 6.5 extra urban. However, I assume extra urban means constant speed below 90 kilometers per hour. Driving back from Berlin to Warsaw, I set the cruise control at 135 kilometers per hour, and I managed to get fuel consumption as low as 10.6 liters per 100 kilometers. Wow. Going to Berlin, however, I set the cruise control a bit faster, and I got way over 11. which means that with a 60-liter tank, you have significantly less than 600 kilometers range, which is ridiculous in a big car like this. Yes, I had 4 people on board, but I assume that if you buy a car like this, you will also plan some family trips, possibly with extra gear mounted on the roof. So from this perspective, it's really hard to justify a petrol engine. Truth be told, I find it hard to justify the idea of buying this type of a car. Don't get me wrong, I love this raised station wagon idea, especially in case of the Volvo. This car has 21 centimeters ground clearance, which puts other cars in this segment and some SUVs to shame. On the other hand, I know SUVs as well as these raised station wagons are often just status symbols, which often also incur unnecessarily high fuel consumption. And what do you think about this off-roady station wagon estate kind of thing? Maybe you prefer a regular estate, or you'd rather have a regular SUV, I don't know. Let me know in the comments below, share, rate, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get notifications about my reviews and other car-related videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.